Well, that's one way to start a video.
What's up, guys? Kryptonian MMA here. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is taking a lot of takes. A lot of takes here. But it's okay because we're here. We're in it. We're gonna get it done. And this just might be the last take. But what's up anyway, guys? We're back with another video. Today we are going to talk about the difference between whether you should want to be a specialist in MMA or a well-rounder. Guys, I know what you're thinking. You want to be a well-rounder. Simple, effective. It's MMA. You need to learn all different styles. I won't argue that logic. I will not disagree with you. But I will ask you to broaden your horizon just a little bit and hang out with me for the duration of this video in my explanation to why I think they both are equally as effective as they are equally not effective. Excuse me, I had a little burpee burp there. Guys, obviously, a all-rounder is somebody who essentially is like, if you split them down the middle, they're 50-50, they're good in their striking, and they're good in their grappling. Versus a specialist is somebody who may be really, really good at their striking or really, really good at their grappling, and then like they're just in the opposite side. But they make everything else work for whatever realm that they want to be in, right? Honestly, if you're to be honest, the pros for somebody who's an all-rounder is that they can take it wherever they want. They can take it. They can have it on the feet. They can have it on the ground. If they want to grapple, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, whatever, they can take it to those realms. They want to box, kickbox, whatever, they can take it to those realms. But another pro for an all-rounder is that they have a good understanding of different styles. Like whatever styles they wanted to learn, that's the styles that they have a great understanding and grasp on for to contribute to their personal style. They have a great understanding of it, and it allows them to be able to alternate and switch on a dime. If they're getting outbeat by somebody who has like really, really good boxing, they're like, okay, cool, let me do some kickboxing. Even if they get beat, if somebody has like really good kickboxing, and they're like, oh, okay, fine, we're gonna take it to the ground then. And that can essentially be like really overwhelming to deal with if you're the opponent on the opposing side, because you get overwhelmed with essentially too much information, and that output of information can like freeze you up as the opponent, and you'll be like, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this guy. He seems to be really, really good everywhere. I would say though, in my opinion, keep in mind this is an opinionated video, the cons is that honestly, if you're a jack of all trades, you're essentially a master of none. Insert the boo button. Yes, boo me. That's fine. But guys, listen. Yes, you are decently good at everything, but that means you're not really, really good at a particular thing. And sometimes that can make you be set up in a disadvantaged way for you. My opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. But on the opposite side, let's say you are let's say you guys are a specialist, and you could be a striking specialist or you could be a grappling specialist. The pros to that is that you have a good fundamental understanding of that particular area that you want to be in, whether you want to be a striker, whether that's kickboxing, boxing, taekwondo, Muay Thai, whatever. You have a good striking understanding. And some of those styles kind of like coincide with each other. Muay Thai to kickboxing, taekwondo to karate, boxing to, I don't know actually. Maybe boxing to kickboxing. Maybe. I don't know. But I will say that a specialist is essentially, even though they're a specialist, they still have a decent understanding of their styles. The thing is that they don't use other styles, like as far as to try to win the fight, as they do they utilize it to get back to their main style, whether that be in striking or whether that be in grappling. Yeah, I feel like a good example of a striking, like a good specialist would be like Israel Adesanya, Habib, me. Anyway, but no, I feel like another pro in that aspect is that if you're really really good at it, if that opponent has to deal with such a style, they are essentially won't be as good as you in that particular realm, and you can keep it there as long as you so desire. But I do think on the opposing side of that if you're a specialist, that the cons are that you're arguably a one-trick pony. Not in a disrespectful way, but to put it straightforward, if you're only going to try to use other styles to get back to one particular aspect of the game, your opponent, if there's a lot of footage on you, they can figure that out. And they'll figure out your tells. They'll figure out whenever you use a certain trip, like let's say you use a certain trip or to get back to specifically a striking manner, or you use a specific strike to go into a grappling manner. Essentially, what an opponent can do, they can use your ability to keep it in one area against you and use it for you to make a mistake on your end, whether that's throwing a strike, throwing a shot, something that you usually would throw, and they use it against you. But another con is that occasionally you're usually lacking in other styles, like not to a significant degree, but you are lacking. Let's say you're a striking specialist, and yes, you do dabble in grappling and wrestling, but let's also say that you don't give it enough attention that you should. If you're at the highest level of MMA, even if you're at like a mid-tier or a low-tier level, and somebody's more all-rounded than you gotta even out where you're lacking. So let's say if you're a striking specialist and you do train in grappling, whether that be jiu-jitsu or wrestling, you need to essentially get your jiu-jitsu and wrestling as close percentage-wise to your striking as you can. Doesn't mean it needs to be 100%. It may never be that. But you have to try to get it as close as possible. In my opinion, in my most humble opinion, don't shoot me. I'm just a guy creating content. I think that they're both 50-50. I don't think one is better over the other. I think depending on who you are as an individual, I personally believe that you have to make it work regardless of whatever side you fall into. If you're a striking specialist, if you're a specialist in general, it is your job to learn the other styles that you need to learn, grasp a fundamental understanding of it, so you can get back to wherever you want your game to aside. If you're an all-rounder, I think it is your job to keep your styles essentially all in the same percentage. Don't let one get too far as like getting really, really good at it, because then you'll start dabbling into like you're becoming a specialist. So you got to keep an equal base on both sides. I think that they're both good and bad. But guys, this has been an interesting video to say the least. I feel like I need to start putting up graphs and stuff for you guys. But as always, take care, be good people.